My name is Aiden, and I'm a 6th grader.
My name is Palmer, and I'm a 7th grader.
My name is Katie, and I'm an 8th grader.
What is Howard Street?
Awesome!
The best middle school.
A charter school.
A place to feel at home.
To be yourself.
To feel safe.
Howard Street is an amazing place.
A place to learn.
To grow.
To be different.
A place to make new friends.
To have fun.
To broaden your view.
We
are
are
the Phoenixes.
Going to Howard has been a great experience for me because there are so few people compared to the other middle schools, so we can really get to know everyone and start a real connection with each and every student.
Howard Street is a place to sharpen skills.
To be helpful.
To eat delicious food.
To break free from your shell.
Howard Street is a special school because we have the 3 E's, which are Einstein, Ellington, and Esperanza. They have qualities that are compatible with each other. Ellington and Einstein would be music and science and math. They fit together.
Howard Street also has EMBER, which is a grading rubric as well as a behavioral policy. It has excellence, mindfulness, be creative, empathy, and responsible risks.
EMBER is a way to really be your best self and improve in both academic and real-world concepts.
We also have a great lunch program. Our chef, Leah, cooks our lunches every mid-morning, out with the finest ingredients, fresh fruits and vegetables.
We also have a great drama program. The 7th graders do a play every year, and the 8th graders do a musical every year. In 6th grade, you learn the fundamentals or the basics of theater, which is very helpful in our project-based classes.
What are you waiting for? Become a Howard Streeter today. Howard Street is on your side.
20 years ago, Howard Street opened its doors for the very first time.
There was only 101 students, and it was one of the first charter schools in Oregon.
Now that we are celebrating Howard Street's 20th year as a school, we want to share with Salem how unique it is.
Howard Street has 3 different pillars, or 3 E's. They stand for Ellington, Einstein, and Esperanza. Ellington symbolizes the arts. Einstein, as you may have guessed, represents the science as well as math. And Esperanza is in the place of humanities and language.
We also focus on excellence, mindfulness, being creative, empathy, and responsible risk, or EMBER for short. EMBER is the philosophy of Howard Street, and it is used every day in our school.
Unlike some other schools, Howard Street nourishes all parts of your personality. Think of yourself as a garden.
Say that Einstein is lettuce, Ellington is carrots, and Esperanza is tomatoes.
At Howard Street, we strive to water and care for all the different plants/subjects with the same amount of care so you can all grow to your fullest potential.
We also make sure to not just use run-of-the-mill things to help you grow, such as testing, and try to make students use projects for learning that actually help you remember the knowledge.
This technique works like super fertilizer.
After only 20 years, Howard Street has been able to make a mark as a different school than most and create a place that teaches in a way that contrasts to many.
Hello, I'm Amelia Smith, and I am an 8th grader at Howard Street Charter School.
I'm Chelsea Vargas, and I am a 7th grader at Howard Street Charter School.
I am Joey Collins, and I am a 6th grader at Howard Street Charter School.
And we are here to tell you about what we believe Howard Street is.
At Howard Street, we have certain values that we find important, like the 3 E's and EMBER.
So we would like to share what the 3 E's and EMBER mean.
The 3 E's are Einstein, Ellington, and Esperanza.
Einstein represents the math, science, and the technology part of Howard Street.
Ellington represents the arts like dance, drama, and music.
And Esperanza represents world history, social studies, the language arts, and Spanish.
At Howard Street, we always try to demonstrate EMBER in everything we do.
EMBER is the Howard Street's habits of mind.
First, we have the first E, which is excellence.
Some examples of excellence are showing attention to details, and our work is refined and edited to reach the best as possible.
Next, we have M, which represents mindfulness.
Some examples of mindfulness are giving credit to those who help and being present in both mind and body.
Next, we have the B, which means be creative.
Examples of be creative is doing original work and thinking outside the box.
Next, we have the second E, which stands for empathy.
Empathy's examples are being able to understand other people's point of view or opinion in different situations.
And last but not least, we have responsible risks.
In responsible risks, we have different examples like advocating for yourself, and participating willingly.
Those are some of the Howard Street habits of mind and values.
And this is how we and all of our peers fully participate in the Howard Street way.
We hope you learned a little bit more about Howard Street and what we believe in. Thank you for listening, and
May the force be with you.
Hi, I'm Allie, and I'm an 8th grader at
Hi, I'm Emmy, and I'm a 7th grader at
Hi, I'm Bobby, and I'm a 6th grader at
Howard Street. Wait, that's really cheesy. Can we try that again?
Yeah, she's right.
Hi, I'm Allie, and I'm an 8th grader at
Hi, I'm Emmy, and I'm a 7th grader at
Hi, I'm Bobby, and I'm a 6th grader at
Moving on, Howard Street is a charter school which makes it unique from the rest of the middle schools in Salem. And believe it or not, Howard Street's turning 20 years old. Yay!
All of our classes are based around the 3 E's.
Einstein,
Ellington,
And Esperanza.
and all of our attitudes to our habits are based on the Ember habits of mind.
there's excellence,
Mindfulness.
Be creative.
empathy,
And responsible risks.
Howard Street activities include
musicals, plays, cross-country, after-school activities, anything Star Wars, and much more.
And always remember, Star Wars is better than Star Trek.
Hi, I'm Sam.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Caden.
And we are all
students at Howard Street Charter School.
Howard Street is based off the 3 E's in Ember.
The 3 E's are Einstein, which is the math and science, and makes us look like Einstein himself.
Esperanza, which actually means hope, is the language, arts, and culture.
And Ellington, which is the performing arts.
Now for Ember. The first letter in Ember stands for excellence, which means that our work is refined and edited to reach the best effort possible.
The second letter, Ember, is M, which stands for mindfulness. Mindfulness is being present in mind and body. You're on time, prepared, and practiced. Time is managed for optimal performance. You give credit to those who help you. And you don't run around the classroom breaking its materials and equipment like a headless chicken.
The third letter in Ember stands for be creative, which means that our work is original and that we think outside the box.
Help me, the box is eating my leg. What should I do? SOS, call an ambulance.
You have to be creative to get out of the box.
Oh.
The fourth letter in Ember stands for empathy. Someone who walks into school with a smile on their face. It means to demonstrate kindness, show respect, work as a team, and participate. A person who has empathy has a lot of courage to take responsible risks. Speaking of responsible risks, let's take a look at the fifth and final letter in Ember. Take it away, Andrew.
The fifth and final letter is responsible risks, which is participating willingly, asking questions, and being willing to learn and grow.
But I want to stay small!
You will grow!
Every year, the Chicken Olympics is held at Silver Creek Falls. It is a Howard Street tradition.
All Howard Street students participate in and love the Chicken Olympics, a series of chicken-related events.
Hi, I'm Sophia, a 7th grader at Howard Street. Hi, I'm Abby, a 6th grader at Howard Street.
And I'm Luke, an 8th grader at Howard Street.
And we're celebrating 20 years at Howard Street. Hey, Miss Tracy!
Not right now!
Oh, come on, you can have a Diet Dr. Pepper.
Oh, if you insist. Hello, I'm Christina Tracy, a founding teacher of Howard Street. It's hard to believe it's been 20 years. Does that make me old?
No, it doesn't, Miss Tracy.
Is it the Diet Dr. Pepper or the force that keeps me young?
Maybe, maybe not.
Let's get to the important parts. The 3 E's and Ember.
Right, let's get to it.
Where should we start?
How about the 3 E's? Okay, Einstein, Esperanza, and Ellington. These are the principles of Howard Street.
Einstein is math, science, and technology.
Explains itself.
Ellington is dance, visual arts, drama, and graphic design.
That would be band, orchestra, dance, computer graphic design.
And Esperanza is world history, social studies, language arts, and Spanish. Classes like Spanish or humanities. That's it. On to Ember.
Ember. E. M. B. E. and R. The first E stands for excellence in the 3 E's.
M for mindfulness, like turning in assignments on time or making sure you have all your stuff. B is for be creative, like thinking outside of the box and original ideas. The second E is for empathy, being kind to people, and seeing more than one point of view.
And last but not least is responsible risks, advocating for yourself and asking questions or giving your best effort.
That covers it all.
Here's your Diet Dr. Pepper, Miss Tracy.
Thanks, guys. You did a great job.